I want to talk today about how to make banger YouTube intros. I was reviewing a video. For context, I'm the #1 Rocket League teacher on YouTube. I have almost 500,000 subscribers, been doing YouTube over a decade. I obsess about this stuff because my full-time job is running a coaching business that relies on YouTube as a main source of traffic. So writing YouTube videos and YouTube intros is massively important to how I make money. So I've obsessed about this stuff. I have a framework I want to teach you guys today. I literally am going to teach you like I'm teaching one of my entry-level editors, because guess what? I'm sending this video to my editor after we go through it. I'm going to teach you everything about how to write a banger YouTube intro. Just focus on the intro, because if you make a banger intro, the video will at least perform. But if you flop the intro, doesn't matter what you put behind it, video's flopping. So this is super, super important. I'm just going to walk you through raw, uncut training style, how I think about YouTube intros off the dome, because I've written hundreds, and reviewed hundreds of intros, hundreds, probably nearing 1,000. Yeah, a lot. So let's do this. First thing that needs to happen, #1 on how to write banger YouTube intros. The first thing that needs to happen in an intro is you need to click confirm. And so this is a concept that Mr. Beast, I think, kind of pioneered. You need to shorten the time between the package they clicked. So remember, when somebody selects a YouTube video, let's assume user is on YouTube homepage. When somebody's clicking a video, they click the title thumbnail package. Okay, so like they're going here. And a lot of people, when they're on YouTube, are brain dead. Okay, don't take this the wrong way, but it's just how people work. My homepage is actually shut off because of my extensions, so I don't get distracted while I work. Let's see if we go to incognito. Is this not going to work? No, it won't work. Okay, because, oh, geez, this is so hard. Imagine you're on the homepage. You click a video. Most people forget. So the most important thing to increase retention off the top is confirm the title or package they clicked on. I don't care if you're doing education, Mr. Beast style, entertainment is Mr. Beast style, or education, like boring PhD lecture. Title says, smashing a Ferrari, Mr. Beast. This is a Ferrari, and this is my hammer, and we're going to smash the Ferrari. So 3rd grade reading level, confirm title, ideally in same words. And so I'll show you a YouTube intro on my channel. Just as a simple example, in order, you want the least drop off when somebody opens a video. So these first couple seconds are critical. So you need to title confirm. So this video is how to arrow left to right, finally understand directional arrow. Listen to the words that come on screen at the start, or that you hear at the start. Arrow is one of the most important mechanics in all of competitive Rocket League. Okay, so obviously some of that's verbose, but arrow. This is a how to arrow left, right. I instantly click confirm the title. Okay. Once you've confirmed click that the topic is what they want, topic is what matched. They haven't been baited, right? The first question is, why should I listen to you? Okay. They're instantly going to think, and the rest of this intro is going to get more into the teaching aspect, because I have depth of experience building an educational Rocket League business. I'm the #1 Rocket League teacher. I run a company called Game Launch, where we help gamers turn their brands into businesses. We already are managing a creator in another video game, and I make these videos to help gamers. And one day, hopefully, we can partner up with you when we have capacity next year, or maybe 2027, make a bunch of money. But they're instantly going to say, why should I listen to you? So I'm going to introduce a framework called the 6 Ps. The 6 Ps, and this is expanded from Alex Ramosey's framework. You need these 6 things in your intro. You need a proof. You need promise. You need plan. You need pain. You need picture. And you need, and this is the one that I'm adding, I'm going to plug. If you're selling something, you typically plug around the 2 to 3 minute mark. I find that that's ideal. You can plug 30 to 40% in the video. There are trade-offs, but you want to plug somewhere between the 3-minute mark, and if you're on 20-minute video, like 8-minute mark, like somewhere around 40% into the video. Anyways, proof, promise, plan, pain, picture, plug. Okay, so what is all of this? We want to increase the likelihood that they think you are worth listening to. So the first thing we hit them with is proof. Some of the best performing videos I have are literally like before I knew any of this framework, guys, some of my best performing old videos were when I just immediately hit the viewer with proof. I had a video called 25 mistakes you make in Rocket League. And the first opening sentence, and this video has like millions of views, it's, and you have to obsess about the hooks that work on your like bangers. Like you'll know this as you scale if you're a YouTuber or a streamer. The hook was, if I've learned one thing in my 4,000, or I think 3,000 hours I had at the time in Rocket League. So I just open by saying a proof point. So I kind of open a loop and it's a proof point. I don't even title confirm it's 25 mistakes. I hit them with a form of proof, and proof can look like experience. It can look like credentials. It can look like, and you saw me do it in this video. I immediately title confirmed. This is how to create banger YouTube intros. I might have used some extra words because I didn't script it like super high retention. I'm going for a more authentic vibe on this channel, not like ChatGPT everything. And then I immediately point to that freaking play button because I've noticed that when I point to this play button at the start of the video, people give a fuck about what I'm saying. If I don't point to that button and I'm just telling you how to write YouTube intros and I have no proof, why are you listening? And all you can see in the back is Drake's Nothing Was the Same album. You're probably not going to trust me. At least to talk about Rocket League, or at least to talk about YouTube growth. Sorry, wrong channel. My day job is still being a Rocket League teacher. It's confusing. My head's in a blender. So you hit them with proof. Some of the best videos, you got to open up with proof fast because everybody's going, why should I listen to you? Why should I take money advice from you? You're not Warren Buffett. Why should I take whatever? So there are different ways you can lean into this, but you have to immediately hit them with proof. I was talking with the creator we manage who happens to be a pro analyst for this video game, who happens to be like kind of a semi-pro player who has over 10,000 hours in the game, who's a very high ranking. And what I found is you can have, when I study the people who are good at this, you can have like, let's say 3 to 5 things, and this is no specific order, but pick 3 to 5 things that are the sexiest kind of like, let's call it achievements you have or accolades related to proof. So like if I'm making a Rocket League video, how do you decide? You can't say everything about you. You can only say a couple things. I recommend you only say one. So just pick the one that's most related to the title. So like if the title is how to learn this thing that takes a lot of time to learn, talk about how many hours you have learning it. If it's something that is more based on achievement, like I'm going to show you how to rank up, flex your achievement of that thing. If you're coaching somebody or teaching, flex you teaching or coaching that thing. Like I've helped over 100 people with this thing before. On this channel, I did a mix of it. I said, I've achieved success with YouTube. Therefore, I probably have success with YouTube intros because that was the first thing that came to my mind of like, okay, that's the most dummy math. But you got to hit them with proof fast. It's incredible to me how many people don't hit their views with proof. And as a side, I was talking with our creator that we were managing this morning, and he's like, I never mention who I am. It's going to be weird for my viewers who are like loyal subs to hear me introduce myself. But he immediately did some correction in his brain. He's like, but it makes sense because the way you have to look at it is returning viewers will be reminded or pleasantly surprised. You'd be surprised at how many people know you, but like didn't know you had an achievement. So like if you name the achievement, they will be pleasantly surprised. So they'll either be reminded or pleasantly surprised. But new viewers, which guys, this is the name of the game in the with all of these homepage doom scroll algorithms. The algorithms are feeding your content to new people all the time. So you have to prioritize new viewers. Right? This is a big change that happened in social media in the last decade. I've seen it happen. New viewers need to know. If you just assume that new viewers know that you're a pro player in this game or know this about you or know that about you, assuming makes whatever the classic saying is, ass out of you and I or whatever. So remind people what you do, especially proof related to the topic. So pick one, plug it in as early in the intro as possible. You're then going to want to say some sort of promise. And this doesn't have to be in a perfect order, but this is an easy order to follow. So promise. So what's going to happen when they watch their video? In this one, I say some things like, this has helped me get more views, get more stuff. So it's an implied promise that when you watch this video, you're going to feel more confident. I hope you feel more confident about how you write YouTube intros. So you can appeal to like emotions or you can appeal to like logical outcomes. Like You will I grew when I did this, or you will hopefully feel more confident. But you have to be careful about like promising outcomes. Obviously, so you're just promising what's going to happen when they listen. Okay, so the end result, dream outcome. Then it's very helpful to state a plan of how they get there, and I'll tell you how I learned this one. So on my main YouTube channel, I upload a couple different types of content on my Rocket League channel. I learned this one about 2 years ago. When I was uploading, I started this series where I would do a podcast, and I would do a podcast, and on the first couple podcasts, it just flopped. And the first one did good, and the second one flopped, something like this. And I was trying to compare, why did the first one do so good and the second one flopped? You know what the difference in the podcast episodes were? You know what the difference were? In the first one, I said it was a podcast. Wow, crazy, I know. Well, all I did was I did the exact same intro, but at the end of the intro, I said, by the way, guys, this is a podcast, so just boot up free play, watch along, and I hope this is helpful for you. So you see what I did there? I told people it was a podcast. It's a crazy concept. But if people don't know what the plan is for the video, in other words, you have like a super sexy intro and you don't establish what's about to happen is I'm going to go on a challenge, or I'm going to go on a trip, or it's going to be a vlog, or it's going to be a podcast, or it's going to be, there's so many different types, or it's going to be a gameplay video if you're a coach, or it's going to be a reaction video. If you aren't explicit about that and the plan doesn't match their expectation for any reason, the expectation you could set by the thumbnail or what they're just used to on your channel, right? They will leave. They will click off. Less likely to stay. So establish the plan. That way you can deliver, right? Content is all about opening a loop, delivering the loop. Opening a loop, delivering the loop. So you have to hit plan. In this video, my plan was I was going to give you a framework. If I was smarter about this and I scripted the intro, I would have told you I'm going to go over my 6 Ps. But, oh well. I would have given that formula at the start. I'm not we don't have editing resource or manpower to scale these up yet, but one day I'll do that better if I remake this video again. So pain is next up. This is one that I've added. For a while, I just did proof, promise, plan. And if you do proof, promise, plan, you're 80% of the way there, but the last 20% is going to come from these 2 things, pain and picture. So I found on the intros that do the best, something about pain resonates more than benefit. At least in gaming, when I tell people you're going to improve faster, this sounds nice. But if I say you're going to save time you would have wasted, oh, that just hits. Something about that hits. I don't know what it is. I'm going to save you hours of effort. I'm going to save you headache. I'm going to save you from this. Hits a lot better than I'm going to help you get good, shiny thing. Like, we're risk averse as humans. So Callaway, who makes psychology YouTube videos, Callaway, he has some good frameworks on this. He has something that he calls twisting the knife. And what he means by twisting the knife is you want to tell the pain in a way that they can relate to and then twist it. So like, this took me 100 hours to learn. And I don't want you to waste those hours guessing like I did. And so it's like, this took me a lot of time, pain, twist the knife. I don't want to wait. I don't want you to be sitting in free play and so you sit in the pain a little bit longer. It's almost like, imagine you say the pain and then say it again, right? And that's the idea of like knife, stab, ow, twist, ow. And so you really want that psychological effect to resonate. So it's almost like double stating or restating the pain. That's one example. Pain is super important. And what we're trying to do here is we're really just getting at the value equation. And I'll give you a bonus at the end. And I'm going to talk about something called the bullshit meter, because if you get good at this, you need to be careful that you don't. If you get too good at this, you're going to risk maxing out the bullshit meter. So I'll just tell you about this in a second. But I want to finish our 6 Ps. So picture is one that is kind of new on the YouTube meta. When you make a video, it's very helpful. You'll notice YouTubers do this now. So all the viral ones have caught on to this. Long conversation with ChatGPT to perfectly understand tornado spin. We'll do in other words, what I'm about to show you, so like when we're outlining how the system works, I've refined, not just from my personal gameplay experience, but through tens of hours of understand the progression. Step 0 here, setup. I'm teaching something called the Airwheel Mastery Roadmap, and it's just bothering me that this is so small. So I apologize. Simplify.
Immerse yourself in academic excellence. Take comfort in welcome surroundings.
There are 8 key movements we'll cover in this. Here we go. For air roll that give you. You're gonna see me explain of the results. Some stuff. That's why I've broken this down. Blah blah blah. 5 steps. This video is about step 0 for setup. Step 1 for understanding what I call the reference points, and then steps 2 and 3 and 4. Graphic here is the 3 most important adjustments. The video guy, but it's also solidifying. Okay, I'm gonna go on a learning journey. It shows that this is well thought out, that actually matter, that you feel confident in the video. What I'm about to show you understand the approach to mastery through thousands of hours of coaching. This is the exact method that has helped students at my company, that's what we're going grandchampbootcamp.com, master air roll. Show a picture. Mr. Beast does this. This is especially useful. I'll show you a Mr. Beast example. This is especially useful, like bonus points, if you can combine, if you can build the stakes. So Mr. Beast will always have like a payoff ladder where the video gets bigger as it goes.
In this video, we're gonna help over 100 different stray dogs find a loving home.
Jeez, why is it so hard to get to this guy's channel?
Sadly, this lion, if left untreated, would literally die.
Bunker.
This bunker even better. You guys love your peanut butter cups so much. Now let's go from the bunker of the past to the
where it's like, oh, cool set, but it's getting bigger over time. So like you're reminding people, oh, you got to stay for the payoff.
The bunker of the future. Welcome to the 30.
So bonus points if you can make it feel more epic as you go. Bonus points if you can make it feel more epic as we go. So where were we going? This was my last YouTube video I was making. So visualize the plan for a video. Bonus points if you can make the payoff bigger. Scale, make it more epic as you go. Okay, so the last thing then is going to be plug. This is just like, if you're going to put a advertisement in a video, if it's for your own stuff, you want it to be at the start of the video. I mean, at least if you're maximizing short-term gains of a plug, which in a perfect world, you're never advertising anything and you're just depositing goodwill and you never collect on it, or you're collecting on a very delayed time horizon. But look, easier to say, like, if you got a bunch of money that you don't need to sell shit. If you need to sell stuff, if you need to sell and you want max short-term money, put the plug at the start of the video. Retention graphs are a biatch. So in other words, I will just show you. Retention graphs are, you're going to lose a lot of folks by the end of the video. Everybody knows how a retention graph works, but I don't even know how to get to mine. What? There. By 2 minutes, I've got half my audience. By 3 minutes, I've got 40%. At the end of the video, so if you put a plug here, you're pitching 25%, 1 in 3 of the people that watch, versus if you put it here, 2 out of 3. So you literally double the amount of eyeballs that see the video, see the ad if you put it somewhere in here. You double, in my case, in this one video case. And obviously your results may vary, but so if you need to sell max short-term money, first 2 to 3 minutes of video. And this is, and brand, just to show you that this isn't just me, like brands will do this too. Like if you ever get approached by a big brand, they'll be like, yeah, we want the plug in the first 2-3 minutes. That's what they'll always say. So the last thing to be thinking about is the BS meter. Okay, so if you get really good at this, you will start making promises that feel too good to be true. So it's good to make a promise that feels too good to be true as long as you can deliver. That's okay. But I am also almost a little apprehensive. Like if I know I can make a crazy claim and I know I can deliver it, sometimes I back down one tier. So like I could make a promise like by the end of this video, your whole mind is going to be blown, right? But then if your mind isn't blown by the end of the video, then I set the expectation high and my delivery is a little below that, more people feel let down. So if you can if you can make a promise that's like good but not crazy, and maybe I'll change my mind about how as I become a more sophisticated marketer, but like you don't want to say something that's too good to be true. So like it needs to be realistic. This goes without saying, it needs to be honest. But here's what I'm saying. Even if it's honest and you know it's true, but like you feel like the public perception will just not get it, you have to like package it in a way that meets people where they're at if your goal is virality. So take that with a grain of salt. Bullshit meter. If you're making promises, don't and it goes without saying, don't embellish, right? Don't claim things or even posture. Like a lot of people posture these days, rounding up on numbers. Don't do any of this bullshit. Say what you got. Say what you're worth, right? And try not to register people's bullshit meters. If you've got one that's just about to trigger your bullshit meter, that's where we want to be. We don't want to go over that because a lot of people don't trust social media these days, and we want to avoid. We want to build trust, not make them question your promises, and we also don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. So that's kind of what bullshit meter means. If you're an editor for my videos, click confirm immediately. Make sure we're hitting these points, guys. If we're missing these points, re-record the intro. It is worth it. Tell me. Like at my company, if I miss something, my OG editors, like my channel manager or lead editor, he knows. Luke, you missed a pane. Luke, you missed proof. Luke, like he's so sick of listening to these intros. It sounds different every time, but you have to hit these points. So anyways, I hope this outline was helpful. Make sure we have all of these things in the intros. If you're on my team, that was training. If you're not on my team, that's what it's like to be on my team. And if you join my team, you might even lock in this. What are we saying? All right, follow for more tips. Peace.